Texas. See the red panda with the lick cooling, yeah, he's got his own private pool. He's got his nose up on the fiber optic, man, he's acting like a crypto fool. Look at that. Look at that. He's got the rig humming, fans on high. He's got a workstation in his bedroom. Red Panda's watching all the candles fly. We gotta move these server racks, custom built deliveries. We gotta move these cooling fans. We gotta move these RTXs. I should have learned to code a smart contract. I should have learned to build a mining farm. Look at that panda, he's got it minted while I'm out here doing physical harm. And he's up there, what's that Discord chat talking about? To the moon and hold on tight. That ain't working, that's the way you do it. Red Panda's printing money through the night. Money for nothing and you'll have
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the live stream. How are you guys? I'm sorry I am late. I'm sorry. Had a good reason though. Okay, had making pierogi and sausages for the kid and myself. I just ate some. So, what is up, bros? What is going on? Potter Rose, Travels. What's up, man? Ontario Miner, welcome. Sonder Circus, good to see you, bro. Smokey Dan in the house with the amazing music. Smokey Dan, just a disclaimer, Smokey Dan in the chat is the one who created me all this music. All the AI music that you're hearing on this channel is because of him. So, Smokey Dan, thank you, man. Thank you. Rooster Bit Mining, good morning. RPM, good morning, bros. Zapirate, did you add sour cream? Zapirate, no. I add a lot of salt and pepper. Lots of pepper. I've tried sour cream before. It makes it kind of heavy, you know. It makes it kind of not my taste. Not my taste. I like pepper. All right, bros. So I'm on top chat. Nobody said anything. Thank goodness. Live chat. We're on live chat now. All right, we got How many people we got here? We got 105 people here, 26 likes. We are gonna do some more Brains Hash Power giveaway. This is not sponsored by them. I put my own Bitcoin to this platform, and we're just giving away 2 petahash, $6 rental hash rate for 2 hours for people. So we will begin one. I'm gonna do this in tiers. So once we hit 50 likes, I will do a giveaway. Once we hit 100 likes, we'll do another one, and then we'll do another one at the end of the stream. Okay. So right now, this is what I want to talk about. Okay. This is anyone tuning in, anyone just, and I know that majority of people already understand this, but you know, crypto mining right now, especially like Bitcoin mining, it has currently where Bitcoin's price is at, which is 65,000. And to give more context, you know, we're pretty much at the levels of back in 2021, November 2021, when Bitcoin was around 60 to 65,000, around there. Okay. And obviously during that time, Bitcoin mining, you know, back in 2021 was lucrative. It was actually really good because the hash rate, and also there wasn't a halving. The halving happened. When was the previous halving? Previous halving was in 2022 sometime. Yeah, somewhere. 2022? Yeah, 2 years ago. The next Bitcoin halving is going to be in another 2 years. Let me bring that down. Bitcoin halving countdown is going to be in 2 years. Yes, 2 years. So the previous one happened sometime 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago. So here we got the exact date. Previous one was 2024. 6.25 Bitcoin down to 3.125. So wait, was I wrong? Did I say 2022? 2024. Okay, I was way off. I was thinking probably like the 2021. Yeah, previous one before that was 2020. Yeah, 2020. Okay, I got my dates wrong. Man, we were at 12.5 Bitcoin per block back in 2020. That's wild. That's so wild. But anyways, we are now nearing the levels of, you know, back in 2021 when Bitcoin was nearing up 65,000 as well. So here we are with Bitcoin's price at that, and now Bitcoin's block reward is 3.125. And so what has happened was, or is now, according to now, is that Bitcoin's hash rate has climbed pretty much a 10x. 10 or 11, I think 10 or 11x. Okay, we've gone from pretty much like 100 exahash now up to 1,000 exahash, or 1 zettahash. Well, it looks like we're at 1.1 zettahash now. So you can say we've gone up like 11x since then, which is quite wild. Which is quite wild, right? Bitcoin mining has gotten, how do you say it, hyper competitive, right? Margins are now where we are now. Margins are completely razor thin, and you know, the ASIC miners today, right now, are barely breaking even at a reasonable electrical rate. Okay, so because of that, here we go. An S21 XP is now. It's wild to say. It's really wild to say that an S21 XP is breaking even at 9 cents. It's really wild to say. Like, this was the like pinnacle, like top Bitcoin miner, available Bitcoin miner, right? Of like what, a year and a bit now, and here we are, because of Bitcoin's prices has fallen so much. S21 XP is now just breaking even at 9 cents. So if you look at even, you know, let's just go like, I don't know, 8 cents. I think majority of hosting companies are around 8 cents. An S21 XP is maybe making about $1, less than $1 a day now. But even so, like I said, margins are real thin right now. Even if you're looking at the newer edge stuff, which are not really available to the regular consumer at the moment, like the S23 is not even out yet. Okay, it's not even available yet, but at current point, it's making $2.81 a day. But looking at Bitcoin, right? The hash rate has climbed 10x since then. We had a halving in 2024, so that, that hurt a lot more. But we're pretty much nearing this floor, right? We're pretty much nearing this floor where Bitcoin is at even at an 8 to 9 cents electrical rate. The infamous S21XP, which is started at a 13.5 joules per terahash efficiency, is only making less than $1 a day, which is after electricity, which is, I mean, I could probably go on my phone and install Cash App or Free App or whatever it's called, walk down the street for 10 minutes and make $1. That's kind of like how I look at it. It's like, is the time and effort now, for me to go buy an S21XP going to be worth it, for me to go send it off to someone to host and then mine for $1 a day? No. At this point in time, no. So how I'm looking at it, or even so, you could put $3,000 into a 3% interest rate, interest savings account, and make more than that. Make more than the S21XP. That's another funny way to look at it. But I know I sounded really negative at that point. But here's what's happening. Okay. So if the price of Bitcoin, right, doesn't compensate, doesn't go up, doesn't price appreciate, the squeeze is going to be real rough for anyone that is currently mining at like 9 or 8 cents, something like that. So the network right now, companies, network as in like all these different companies, they're dropping newer, more efficient machines. And every new generation that comes out, right, the difficulty can become higher and worse and worse. I mean, you can see it here. As we've seen over the past 5 years, hash rate has gone up 10x. So even if all of us are mining Bitcoin right now, Bitcoin's the same price, right? Our slice of the pie, it shrinks, or has been shrinking over time. The diminishing return for Bitcoin mining has been, obviously with the halving, has been getting worse and worse and worse. Obviously. Unfortunately, the price hasn't had a 10x, right? We haven't had that, 10x in price like we had with our hash rate here. Okay, so it's the difficulty. Yeah, Bitcoin network difficulty has gone up. Yeah, it's pretty much in line with the hash rate, 10x in difficulty. So, what is the solution? What is, honestly, what is the solution right now? Okay, hold on. We got 64 likes. Okay, before I get into the next segment of the stream of what I want to talk about. Okay, and next thing I want to talk about is power. Okay, so let's do the giveaway first of 10k 2 petahash, 2.34 petahash solo mining Bitcoin. And I'm not sponsored by Brains. I don't recommend anyone doing this. This is gambling. I put $600 worth of Bitcoin on this platform to give away, and so far we have not hit a block. I've wasted a lot of money. Like let's see, 20, 30, 60, 100, 100. I think we spent $150 so far. No, more than that. We spent, I think, $200 so far. Complete fail. So don't waste your money. Don't waste your money. All right, let's just quickly do it. You guys, if you want to participate, get your comments in the live chat. I'll give you guys 10 seconds to reply. Just anything in the live chat so it gets you in the participant list. And then I need to get up Wheel of Names. All right, here we go. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm copying the list. All right, here we go. Okay, it looks like a lot of people are still tuning in. I'll give you guys another 10 seconds. Okay, it's really coming in now. It's really coming in. Real coming in. I'll give you five more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, copying the list. If you're not in it, tough. Oh my gosh, it keeps going down. Okay, there we go. All right. Sort. Thank you, or Mr. Doc McMiner, for that. Sorting, removing the members, 1 month. Okay. There we go. All right, here we go. 3. Here we go. This is for a 2 petahash. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Who's gonna win? 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 Who is gonna win? Who is gonna win? Who is gonna win? Game of Smokey Dan. It's probably Harry. I want to know. JC, Jeff Nielsen, Jock of Miner, John English Tech, London City Streets, Max Voltage is here. Mike Mickelson, Ninja Kid, N City River. Oh, Nicholas Pitts. Nicholas Pitts. Nicholas Pitts. Nope. Nicholas Pitts. Congrats, Mr. Nicholas Pitts. Are you here? I mean, I'm sure you're here. Where, Mr. Nicholas Pitts, fellow member of the channel, I think. Congratulations, Mr. Nicholas Pitts. Are you here? London City Events. Wow, just missed me. Yeah. Nicholas Pitts, please post your Bitcoin address in the chat, or you can email it to me. contact@redpandamining.com. I feel betrayed by the wheel of doom. John English. Nicholas Pitts. Patrick Murphy. He wants hash rate to be paid in flux. All right. Okay, so while we wait for Mr. Nicholas Pitts, I don't think he's not responding. I don't know. Nicholas Max Voltage, congrats on winning 2 hours of false hope. Cracking myself up. I mean, Max, you're not wrong, because literally 99.97% of people will never hit a block. So you're not wrong. You're not wrong. But we're trying our luck and wasting money. So, all right, Nicholas Pitts. Is he not here? Is he not responding? Nicholas Pitts. No, I'm gonna keep it here. I'm not gonna re-roll. No, we're not gonna re-roll here. Oh, he is here. Nicholas Pitts. I need your Bitcoin address. Pass me your Bitcoin address, good sir. You have won. I'm here. I see you, bro. I see you. Yeah, you won. Bitcoin hash rate. I need your Bitcoin address. Give me a Bitcoin address. I can give you the hash power right now. All right, post it in the chat, please, or email it to me. contact@redpandamining.com. Up to you. It's going to be shown either way because I have to put it into here. So, let's see here. Okay, Nicholas Pitts. All right, Nicholas Pitts. I'll wait for you. Okay. All right, bros. So back to it. So, Bitcoin mining. Bitcoin mining. So, what is the solution? Well, one of the solutions is for people to turn off, okay? Like, what's happening here, okay? Like, how, like, anyone at 9 cents, all right? Anyone at 9 cents with an S21, you know, Pro even, these are popular, are losing money now at 9 cents. So, what, like, the hash rate hasn't really dropped off at all, right? I mean, it's dropped a bit, but I mean, it hasn't. It's actually been climbing back up because of after the winter storms. Nicholas Pitts coming right up. Sounds good. So what's the solution? Well, okay, so that's one of the solutions. Okay, I'm not like, you know, obviously Bitcoin is how do you say it? Permissionless. So anyone can obviously join the network and do whatever, right? But the problem is there's just a lot of hardware out there that, again, hash rate has climbed up 10x, right? We got We got more efficient ASIC models that have been coming out. We got Hydro that has been prominent over the past, I don't know, 2 years now. And so another thing, I guess the other solution is, which is really hard to get these days, is cheaper power. And that's been the name of the game, I guess, since the inception of, I guess, massive commercial electric Bitcoin miners that have been in the space for a very long time. And I mean, you can see how much hash rate has climbed over the past 5 years, that there has been an exponential growth of massive entities who have been getting in. So I think with all those commercial electric commercial electric companies, mining is honestly like a energy business first and hardware business second, and they all take advantage of the tax system and depreciate the miners, all that kind of expense, everything. There's a business behind that, and I mean, I do the same thing, right? Nick, Zapirate, thank you, Zapirate. Copying right now. Sorry, here we go. I gotta check Telegram. Hash power bot. Okay, confirm. And you got it. There you go. Solo mining bid created successfully. There you go, man. Hash rate is to you, Nicholas Pitts. Let me just see if the order's there. And we're there. All right, man. I wish you good luck. Okay. All right, getting back to it. I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? So industrial crypto mining, energy businesses now, they're paying what, 3 to 1 cent, and they're doing curtailment right back to the back to the power company, and they're getting paid for it, right? One of the biggest things I think a lot of hosting companies don't tell you, for those that curtail, majority of them get paid for curtailing. Okay, so just understand that they're making money when they're turning off your miner. Okay, so if you're paying residential power rates, we're all at a disadvantage, right? It's been more apparent now year over year because of how high the hash rate has climbed for Bitcoin. But Bitcoin's price, we're nearing back to 2021 levels of 65K, right? I think peak back in 2021, Bitcoin hit 67K. So we're at $66,000 Bitcoin right now. And between 2021 and now, we have had a halving, okay, back in 2024. We went down from 6.25 to 3.125 Bitcoin. And as well, the hash rate has climbed 10x, essentially. So there's been an F ton of power that's being utilized. There's been an F ton of ASIC mining companies that have come about, expanded quite considerably. So what does that mean for us home miners? Okay, well, what does that mean for us home miners right now? Well, that means even at 10 cents electric, an S21, at 10 cents electric, even the S23 immersion at 10 cents is only making 10 cents a day. Okay, losing money at 10 cents electric. So you can see how marginal, right, where we are now in the market, and also where the Bitcoin hash rate is, how marginal things are. Not only in the hardware efficiency, okay, for the joules per terahash efficiency of these miners, and then the power rate. When we go in increments of 0.5, 0.05, we're talking the marginal profits are now extremely razor thin. Okay, as we go down 9 cents, 8 cents, 7 cents, we're making an extra buck. We're making an extra 50 cents, with the latest and greatest as well, okay, at this point in time. So it's become so difficult, it's become so competitive, it's become so just so many bigger entities out there with cheaper power that the crypto mining floor to mine at a reasonable, profitable rate has now become unprofitable. So we have now hit this point where it has become so competitive that crypto mining at home is just so rough. But does that mean we have to quit crypto mining? Unfortunately, crypto mining is a zero-sum game. There's got to be winners and there's going to be losers. And the losers in this point in time, where we are in the market right now, where Bitcoin's price is, the home residential miners are the ones losing. Unfortunately, those that have solar or free power at a smaller scale, you guys are probably you're still okay. Obviously, you're still mining. So what's the solution, right? Is there any solution for how many of us that are out there now where crypto mining is barely, being profitable anymore for majority of us? What's the solution? Well, some people are able to negotiate for better rates. Maybe explore the whole time of use plans. I've seen, you can mine at nighttime where power's a little bit cheaper if you're residential. But I mean, let's be honest, home residential electrical rates these days are 15 cents, averaging 15, 17 cents now around the world. So even, it's just not doesn't make sense. People looking, off-peak mining strategies. People partner with locations that have maybe stranded or excess energy. Those types of power, gas flare, right? I've talked about GoGo Tech. They're doing the gas flare power. If anyone's interested in purchasing a megawatt at having 3.5 cents electric, let me know. Email me, contact@redpandaMining.com. These guys right here, a gas flare site here. Doing gas flare, so you can become your own. You can buy your own container and get cheap power, but you have to front a little bit of money. Not a little bit. You get a significant amount of money to get that rate and your own container. But anyways, so really, the miners who are surviving right now are those that have the cheaper. For those that are bigger scale, trying to mine at a profit, which is majority of people, is those who can survive the most will have one thing in common. Really, it's just cheap power. For those that can survive, is the name of the game here is having cheap power, and that's been the name of the game for the past decade. Crypto mining has become this game of trying to get the cheapest power, and especially at a larger scale, and that has happened. That's more apparent. That's more apparent than ever. Ryan Dotery, when RPM container at GoGo? I'm very close to considering getting one, but not yet. Maybe working with somebody to attain a little site, but I'm still in talks. It would be a significant amount of money. It'd be a significant amount of money and investment at this time. Even if I was able to get 4 cents hosting for that, pretty much I could buy any miner and be profitable at 4 cents. So definitely is something I'm considering. So again, that's a solution, right? The solution is to find cheaper power. That's it. We're pretty much just adding on to the network by getting. This is what's happened over the past couple years. Since 2020, is massive entities who have 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cent, 4 cent power. They're able to scale at a much bigger rate, and they're able to have thousands of these Bitcoin machines, and then they're profiting a lot after their electrical rate. So it's quite interesting. It's quite interesting. So all right, so here's another point in I guess in terms of efficiency, right? We've now pretty much hitting up. We're kind of hitting this equilibrium, right? You know, the floor was about what, 9 cents electric, and with a lot of the latest and greatest miners, right? If you don't have the latest and greatest, you're not making anything even at 9 or 8 cents. Okay. But these models are not even out. Okay, these models are not even out yet, not even shipped out to anybody. Or there could be, the S23s could be shipped out to some bigger entity out there that bought maybe 1,000 of them, probably. See, and there's always been backdoor deals that the public doesn't know. Like Bitmain deals with bigger entities privately, obviously, and a lot of those guys don't say, oh yeah, we just bought 10,000 new S23 hydros last month or a year ago, and they just delivered to us. That is happening more than ever, or that has been apparent over the past couple of years, where all of us, a lot of our home residential style miners like us, or those that are getting hosting companies, renting out at hosting companies, we can't, it's getting to that point, it's getting to that equilibrium where we are unable to compete against, we're unable to compete against the bigger players that have access to bulk deals, getting, you know, S23s, S23 immersions models at a much cheaper scale. So, you know, it's getting to that point, right? Even with people that have S21 XPs at 9 cents, it's only making like 14 cents a day right now. So here's what, you know, I've been tracking, you know, the watt per terahash, you know, the joules per terahash. I've been tracking, you know, we got to track the pool fees. You know, a lot of people are also tracking firmware tuning. People are trying to get more efficiency out of their miners. Okay, this is one of the, I guess, the solutions or the pivot points that people do during low times like this, when Bitcoin's down, hash rate is nearing all-time high again, and now people are trying to figure out if there's some way to get lower power consumption, get more efficiency out of their miners, right? And I think a lot of these models don't have a low power mode, so people are now looking towards, you know, firmware updating like Brains or Vanish, or there's a whole bunch of them out there now that you could try to eke out more efficiency, but you're going to be losing out in hash rate. I mean, that's the trade-off. You're pretty much undervolting, you're underclocking your ASIC miners in order to get better efficiency so that you could stay above water than what you're paying for on electricity. Understand? So that, you know, this is something that this is happening now. Like, this is, you know, I heard, like, yeah, tons of people with S19K Pros, you know, they're trying to undervolt them, but even undervolting an S19K Pro right now is, you know, that's the thing, right? The S19K Pro is now the new S9s of 2021, right? You guys understand that the S19K Pro is now the new S9, right? These things are now losing a couple bucks a day at 9 cents, even at 8 cents an S19K Pro. I'm losing $1.75. Dude, I have a few of these hosted myself. Like, I'm paying my electrical bill out of pocket currently. Like, I'm currently losing a couple bucks a day on S19K Pros, right? So, like, it's gonna be coming, and I haven't heard of this. I haven't heard much recently, but, like, you know, hash rate continues to expand, right? New people, there's new people coming in, expanding, buying more efficient miners. So what's happening is, as you know, some people like me or other people out there that have S19s, these have to turn off. Like, these gotta be turning off soon. Like, how much longer are people willing to pay out of pocket for their S19K Pro, losing a couple bucks a day, right? Like, how long do you want to keep losing? I don't. Like, I think Monday, tomorrow, I'm gonna let my I think I have like 4 of these hosted. Like, I'm just gonna tell them, like, hey, like, I think we gotta turn these off. Like, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense for me to mine with S19K Pros. You know, I don't know, even at 6 cents. Even at 6 cents, we're losing. Even at 5 cents electricity, we're okay. 5 cents electricity, we're like breaking even, pretty much breaking even on S19K Pro, right? Obviously, I don't have 5 cents electric, so like it's not apparent for me to pay my electrical bill out of pocket to lose a couple bucks a day to mine a couple bucks in Bitcoin. But here's the, of course, I cannot forget, if I was paying my electrical bill out of pocket and Bitcoin did decide to go up from here, okay, let's say Bitcoin went up another 10K, 20K. Okay, then what I was mining and yielding at a loss would now would obviously be worth more if Bitcoin was 80 to 90K by now. Do I believe Bitcoin is going to go to 80 to 90K in the short term? No, definitely not. I don't, not financial advice, of course. Short term, I feel like we're supposed to get some relief or something, some relief rally, but it hasn't really come yet. But I don't know. Just looking at this, you know, where we are in the bear market cycle now, you know, Bitcoin cycle is still on point, or still has been on point. That we could be nearing the floor, right? Pretty soon, or not. Who knows? But you know, it's a risk that we're all taking right now, right? So right now, it's tight, right? ASIC mining, you know, anyone who's upgrading with cheaper power, those are the guys that are winning, right? Right now, it's tight, right? Overpaying. Some people are overpaying, could be overpaying for new miners, and so their ROI currently, their projections for ROI looks pretty rough, right? Looks pretty rough. But sometimes it's actually a smart play to be buying hardware that is, you know, stressed and not profitable, right? Sometimes it is the best idea to buy when other miners are capitulating. And I talked about this many times. Even yesterday's live stream, I said, like, I'm looking out for deals right now. I'm actually looking for like script miners, Bitcoin miners. Like, I'm looking for any deals that are out there. Lol, could be overpaying. I mean, I'm still waiting for I'm still waiting for L9s to be like under $2,500, like $2,000. Like, I'm waiting for that. This is of course going to be dependent on Doge's price, you know, becoming even lower. And Mining Now's numbers for the L9 is wrong. An L9 is not making 875 a day. It's more like 750 a day. So I think it's just breaking even now at 9 cents or so for an L9. So even an L9 is pretty tough at 9 cents electric. So yeah, I've already seen a few deals. People have now started to sell their older stuff. I'm talking like L7s, and I'm not interested in L7s. We haven't been to this point yet where we're seeing people selling L9s for cheap. We haven't seen that yet. We haven't seen people liquidate their S21 XPs yet. I haven't seen that yet. When that time does come, okay, when we see the capitulation in maybe S21 XPs, I'm gonna buy some. That's kind of like my my thought process there. Similar to back in the day, you know, when Bitcoin miners were much cheaper. You know, I think where we are in the market right now, it doesn't feel confident in really anything, right? So that's how I'm looking at it right now. I'm kind of waiting for better deals, better opportunities. In terms of power as well, electrical rate, I mean, it's pretty hard to get even cheaper. Jeff Nielsen, thank you for the 2, my friend. Appreciate the content. You're the reason I'm solo mining. Okay, well, we're going to be talking about solo mining here in a second. So anyways, so there's the ASIC miner arbitrage opportunity, right? Hardware arbitrage, of trying to buy miners when it's cheaper, and then hopes that the market will rebound sometime, maybe in the next couple years or year, and you know, you can flip the ASIC miners for more, or keep the miners and mine at a profit. That's been the name of the game for forever. So, you know, right now it's hyper competitive for Bitcoin mining, or even script mining, right? It's really competitive now. So now is the time to, you know, unfortunately mining is now not about, you know, the daily profitability anymore, because there is no profit. There really is no profit at any residential electrical rate at this point in time, or even at any hosting rate for that matter. There really is no profit. So now it's like, how do you say it? It's like, now is the time about positioning, but it's also considering the risk factors of how many more bigger entities are going to be turning on, how much more hardware is going to continue to climb, right? How much, you know, there's bigger entities out there more than you and I. Hold on, I need to close my door. Okay. All right, here we go. All right. Where was I? There is bigger entities out there that have been expanding at a massive scale. So we've now been hitting this point in time where Bitcoin's price is now, right now, where hardware is barely making anything. So, right, the larger farms have the advantages. They have like the industrial contracts, again, bulk purchasing. Their infrastructure is obviously more optimized, cheaper power. We can't outscale the bigger entities. None of us here in this live stream are able to outscale those types of larger farms, right? We just can't. You know, the only thing we can focus on is, like, a lot of people is going to be solar, or, you know, mining at a smaller scale, or reducing, getting more efficiency. Like, I feel like we've been playing that game for a very long time, but it's come to that point where any, you know, reasonable home electric miner isn't making anything at, you know, at a reasonable rate with reasonable efficient hardware. Okay, so it's come to that point. So what's another solution, right? What is another solution that that all of us are going to be doing? Rabid starting soon. I'll head over. Take care. Is a pirate. What time is it? 9. Oh, it's already 9:57. Oh, we gotta do one more. We gotta do one more giveaway here. Oh my goodness. Are we at 100 likes? Only at 100 likes. I'll do one more. We'll do one more sat giveaway here. One more sat 2 petahash giveaway. We need 100 likes. Where are we at? We're at 194 people here. 93 likes. Smash the like, bros. We're gonna give away another Bitcoin hash rate thing here. So where are we at? We're at 94 likes. All right, I need to see 100. I need to see 100, and then we'll give away. And then we'll I'm gonna end off my my whole thing here regarding what's at stake for all of us. just what's at stake for all of us. All right, we're at 107 likes. Perfect. Okay. Participant list. All right, just give one chat. Everyone just type one thing into the participant list. Okay, just type one thing in the participant list, and we shall do the next hash rate giveaway. We'll do the wheel of names. Nicholas Pitts, congrats to you. Let me remove this. Oh man, anybody want to buy my ASIC miners? Somebody just take them all. You know what? I'm just thinking of selling everything, and I'm thinking of just starting over. Like, I just want to sell everything, have everything off, and I just want to start from brand new. Like, I just want to start new. Does anyone ever think about doing that? I just want to start brand new. I want to start with a clean slate. Yeah. Okay. Choosing the names here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm getting the list. Here we go. Here we go. Got the list names. There we go. Here we go. Sort. Here we go. Removing the members. There we go. Okay, let me refresh. All right. Here we go. Ryan Dotery, I'll trade you 1 Pokemon card for all your A6 deal. Ryan Dotery, it better be like a first edition Charizard, because yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that then. Swamp 7, what's up, man? Okay, this is for a 2 petahash rental. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Alright, who's gonna win? Who's gonna win? Let's see here. Crypto Baltus, Daniel, Dark, Dean, Defiant Mining, Devious Me, DJ Doc. Oh, we're so close. DNK81. D Whitelock, 7809, Forza Fight Team. Forza Fight Team. Forza Fight. Oh my goodness, Smokey Dan almost won. Forza Fight Team, congrats. You have won. Is Mr. Forza Fight Team here? Forza Fight Cryptus. Check in the email. Check in the what? I don't got any email. I don't got any email from you, good sir. Forza Fight Team, are you here? Forza Fight Team. DNK, really missed by 2. Forza Fight Team, perfect. Got it, got it. Thank you. All right, all right. Here you go, man. Here is the hash rate. I'm gonna make sure that's correct. Is that correct? I just want to make sure this is correct. Forza Fight Team, WP, right? Yeah, share. Yeah, okay, here. Yeah, perfect. Okay. All right, confirming. Confirming. There you go. Request confirmed. Solo mining bid created successfully. There you go, my friend. There you go. If you guys win hash rate and you hit a Bitcoin block, make sure you give me at least 1 Bitcoin. All right, 1 Bitcoin. Okay. So to end off the stream, my friends. Right now, crypto mining as an industry, okay, as an industry, because it literally is a literal massive industry now, okay, it's obviously matured, right? Crypto mining is no longer a, you know, like such a niche thing. It's now been adopted by massive corporate entities. And so it's come to that point now where Bitcoin's price is and where the hash rate is 10x since 2020, where now it's like we're all thinking about our risk right now, right? The era of plugging it in and making money is gone. Like that's gone now. We're all thinking about our cost managements. We're all thinking about our risk management. All of us, I know a lot of people who are getting in or getting out of crypto mining, right? People are looking at it at a either strategic reinvestment. Maybe you're gonna invest in something else that is appreciating or generating an income, right? we're pretty much not generating income with a lot of these miners, okay? Unless you have these other ones, which are really scraping the barrel soon. We're going to be scraping the barrel soon because they're all pretty high risk basic miners. But at the end of the day, for people who continue to crypto mine, such as you, such as I, you and I, myself, you know, we all have a long-term conviction that Bitcoin will one day be higher than where it is now as an investment. I don't think anyone here can discredit that. We all hope that Bitcoin is one day going to go to higher highs, but if this is the bear market for the next year, where it's essentially going to be a bloodbath. It's going to be a bloodbath. I'm telling you, it's going to be a bloodbath, and it's going to be a essential like war of attrition. Who's going to be able to stay on longer? Who's going to have the capital to wanting to pay out of pocket and not sell their Bitcoin at a loss, or, you know, at least selling their Bitcoin at break even to pay their electrical bill? No one's going to do that. Nobody wants to do that, right? So it's we're in this point in time, this is like, I don't know, like inflection point right now of who is going to decide whether or not to stay on mining. You know, again, Bitcoin is a permissionless system. Anyone can come in and join and crypto mine, right? Anyone can do it. I'm not telling people to turn off. I want people to turn off so I can keep on mining, but it hasn't been, nobody's been turning off. Everyone's still continuing to mine. So it's a very competitive game now, and so we're kind of at this point in time where it's you know, it's hitting break even for at 9 cents for even the newest ASICs, which is pretty brutal. So difficulty is rising. A lot of inefficient players are gonna get pushed out. The inefficient miners will be pushed out, and only the efficient and cheap power people can survive. So I think that, you know, that's it. It's a term of survival mode right now. I think majority of us are just, depending on our risk, depending on how much cash flow we all have, depending on our financial situation, how many of us are going to continue on to crypto mining? And that's a big question in everyone's mind. Has the Gleam giveaway winner been chosen? Oscar Bay, for which one? Are we talking about the hammer miner, right? I have to choose the winner for that, actually. I gotta log in to Gleam. I will announce the winner with Helium Deploy on X. Okay, for the hammer miner DC06. Okay, so stay tuned. I'll post it on X in like, give me an hour. I'll post it on X. Yeah. Okay, so bros, that's it. I'll see you all. That's it for the live stream. Appreciate you all here. I want that hammer miner so I can sell it on eBay, make some money. Jeez. Terrible. No, hammer miner is gonna be on. Anyways, let me know your guys' thoughts if you're watching this after the fact. And yeah. Wow, my Nano 3S just hit 7.3 terahash. Nice. Oh, I forgot to talk about solo mining. Yes, I guess for solo miners, you know, if you got 20 cents electric, I mean, see, okay, this is where it becomes, you know, this is why most people are keeping their solo miners on, because they're spending, you know, 30 cents, 40 cents, 50 cents on electric a day, which is nothing. Right, and this has been the name of the game recently, as people have been using these types of miners to solo mine Bitcoin for a chance to hit a Bitcoin block, which is obviously very, very rare now. So Frogman, when are you listing your solo miners? Soon, Frogman, maybe today. Frogman, today. Check on RedPandaMining.shop later today. I think I have time later today. I have too many. I'm just gonna post a bunch and sell them. But Frogman, unfortunately, I think I have to only ship within Canada. Unfortunately, I think I can only sell my little ones in Canada because I've been getting hit. We've been getting massively hit. A lot of people I've heard have been getting customs and duties checked and all that kind of stuff. So shipping from Canada to US right now is pretty on alert right now with the border customs agency. So Frogman, I am in Canada. Oh, you are in Canada. Okay. I mean US. Oh, whatever. Too funny, man. Too funny. Okay. All right, bros. You guys have a great day. Thank you all for tuning in. Hit the like on the way out. And if you're watching this live stream after the fact, please let me know your thoughts about what I talked about. What are the solutions other than getting cheaper power? What are the hardware plays? Maybe arbitrage? You guys let me know down below. But otherwise, I'm still in it. I'm still here. Even though there's not very many people staying in crypto mining. It's historically, those who stay in it, you know, win it later on. So that's, you know, mine low and sell high. Or is it mine high and sell low? I don't know, whichever way we've been doing recently. All right, goodbye. Goodbye, everyone. Appreciate all of you. Appreciate all of you. You guys have a great day. Have a great day. Goodbye, goodbye.
I want my BTC. Mm-hmm.